Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Powder. We got the Joker Ball today, everybody. We got the Joker Ball. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hammer that Joker Ball. Good morning. It is a new week, but for some of you, it's going to be like every other week, unfortunately. Let's go, let's go, let's go. User, hello. Good morning, Dion. Good morning, Dion. Thank you, Paulo. I appreciate you. Zen Method. Yes, 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 yes. Right now, we got to hit that screen. We got to get over 200,000 likes today, my beauties. Let's go. Good morning, Zen Method. Good morning, Zen Method. Bump, 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 bump. Good morning, beauties. Facial Blaster, Zen Method. All night. Top of the morning, Papa Yoda. Michelle, good morning. Shelly, Stringer, and Marcus. Good morning, Richard. Over there on the YT. Good morning, Marcus. Sunset, good morning. Not your Amit, good morning. Thank you, Shelly Stringer. I appreciate you. It has become abundantly clear to me how many of the traders out there have no clue what they're doing. It is more than I originally thought. They don't have a clue of what's happening. It is just a guessing game, and they're just gambling. That's it. And they're losing and they're depositing. Losing and depositing. That's all they're doing. Shelly Stringer! It is worse than I originally thought. And I love the people who say, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to come back in about 5-6 months. Woo! Over and over again. It's crazy. It is crazy. Good morning, Andrew. How are you? Timo, good morning. Over and over. I'm going to take a break and come back in about 5 months. Well, my question to them is this: what's the difference between now and 5 months from now? Are you going to meet the Grand Wizard and you are going to be so much smarter about trading? You're just going to poof out of thin air, become good at it again. Good morning, Rango Marquez. How are you? We're at 7.4 thousand taps. Hello, Junior. Good morning to you. Good morning, official KK. How are you, my brother? Abdel, good morning. JJ, SSJ, Travis, Kells, good morning. Flora, good morning. John McGarvey, Jade, good morning to you. It's a new week, but will it be a different week? That's the question for you. What is going to be different about this week than last week for you? Anybody? What's going to be different from this week from last week? Really, I'm asking you that question. Tell me. What have you done over the last 7 days to better your trading? For a lot of you, zero. Zero. It'll be another week. Let's get to work. Good morning. Hello, Gio. How are you? My name is Voss. Hope you all are doing well. All we ask you to do is tap the screen, share the live, repost the live, right? When you go down to share, you'll see repost. Go do that, please. And donate if and when you can. We got 7 more Joker balls on the board here this morning. All right, we're going to start with Miss Market. By golly, I think we've got it. Look where we opened. Look, remember yesterday? We did this. Remember yesterday? Whoop, right about there. Well, by golly, I think we've got it. Let's put our support and resistance. There's the first one. Remember, my beauties? There's the second one, right? Now to the downside, my beauties. Whoa, there they are. Now we pull it back. We got to get over 687. Over 687 with a retest, and then you'll have room up to 688. Remember up here, major resistance. Remember we talked about this yesterday? Well, there you go. You got it live right now. 688. We need to get back under 684, remember from yesterday, and then we possibly have room down to 681 here in the markets. Good morning, my beauties. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Welcome to all our new VIP. We're getting rid of all the old dead weight in there, thank God. And we got some fresh new blood. Welcome to the new VIP. All right, here we go. Nvidia. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Nvidia. Nvidia looks good, folks. Nvidia looks delicious, and we're going to give you an alert. Alert here on Nvidia this morning, folks. I would write this one down, all right? Nvidia, write it down. Let's see what we got here coming up. Bam, bam, bam. Remember, this is not a financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. We're going to go over Nvidia here in 1 second. I just want to read something to you. Let's see what we got here. All right. So, for all my beautiful traders out there, let me find it. According to the Investment Advisors Act of 1940, Section 15 USC 80B-2A11, trading alerts is illegal. It is illegal. Going live and trading live is illegal in the United States, and they are coming for you. I'm letting you know that now, okay? So be very, very careful to the ones out there. Be very, very careful. Be very careful, okay? We got it? Do we got it, everybody? All right. Nvidia above 182.66. We got room up to 185 and then 186 here on Nvidia. Under 181, you have room down to 180. 80 on Nvidia. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. You must trade at your own risk. No EMAs, Brandon. No EMAs. IWM, what's up, Kai? How are you? IWM, what state are we in, my traders? We are narrow. Yes, it is. We are narrow. Yes, IWM, we're going to put it on watch alert. Nvidia and IWM are officially on watch. Bum, 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 bum. All right, IWM, we got room up to 253. That's going to be your first stop here on IWM. 253, above 253, you got to watch your hold numbers. 254, 255 up. 70% of all new highs will fail. I need you to understand that, okay? Under 250, 60, you have room down to 249 and then 248 on IWM. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, back to the SPY. This is what you need to know about the SPY. I'm going to remove these for a second. We put in that topping tail candle. Everybody see it? Our 8 is too far from our 20. Our price action is too far from our 8. Which way do you think we're going? Where do you think you're going? Oh, boy. Hold on tight, my beauties. Here we go. The Qs. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on the Qs. Let's mark these babies out. Let's mark these babies out. All right, the Qs, you are narrow. Yes, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. There's no alert on the Qs. You got room up to 629 and 634 on the Qs. Under 623.80, you have room down to 618 and 616 here on the Qs. Let's go, my beauties. What else are we looking at? What else are we looking at? Oracle. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Oracle. Let's go. All right, on Oracle, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. We got room up to 224. That's our first stop. 227 and 234 will be our second and third stops, okay? With a retest. Under 215.80, you have room down to 212.50 and 205.50 on Oracle. Mark that down. You have some good channels to trade in here, my traders. You got some good channels to trade in, okay? Make sure you mark those down. Netflix. Big deal for Netflix, huh? Paramount. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Netflix. We are going to mark out our levels. You're in a neutral state. You're in the whip zone. Above 101, you have room up to 102 here on Netflix. First stop of resistance. Above 102, we have room up to 105 here on Netflix. Back under 99.50, you'll have room down to $98. Make sure we tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap. Let's go. Tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap. AMD. I love watching traders. These traders, they don't have a clue. Oh, boy, they're trying to trade the market. They don't even know the difference between it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, man. We have fun with my mentors. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 on AMD. AMD looks good. Alert, alert here on AMD. Right now, we got an alert on AMD, Nvidia, and IWM. We have room up to 223.50 here on AMD. Under 216.98, you got room down to 215 and 212. Oh, boy. I got a question for all of you. If you want to know what my question is, put me in the chat. All right, we got 5 Joker balls left. I'm going to give everybody a minute to finish this goal. 1 minute. Go. Thank you, K. Braden. Zen Method. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 3 more. We got 3 more. Google coming up. Yep. What time does the market open? Midnight. Midnight tonight, the bell goes off. Hector Isaias, your card doesn't have enough funds in it, it says. Mr. Dave, yes. I got that alert 2 days ago. All right, my question to all of you is, when you fail at this, what are you going to do next? That is my question. Remember, when you fail at this, what are you going to do next? Do we know? Put it in the chat. Why is he asking us that, everybody? Why is he asking us that? Thank you, Mr. Dave. What are you going to do? You're failing. You're not doing anything to make yourself better at this. So what are you going to do next? That's what I want to know. I'm just curious. I want to see what everybody goals are out there after they fail at trading. What's out there? You're going to learn AI? We are in a neutral state on gold. We are in the whip zone. Let's go. Gold looks pretty good here. What are you going to do? That is the question of the day. Did you ever think about that? Scary, ain't it? Right now, above 388, we got room up to 390 and 392 here on GLD. Under 386, you got room down to 383. That'll be your first level of support right here. And then 380 hold number. GLD looks good here, so I would keep an eye on this. I am not going to sound an alert on this, but just keep an eye on it, okay? Jay Gibbons with the roses. Yes, it is. All right, SoFi, Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Above $28. Why do we have to get over 28? Right here. Why must we get over this, everybody? Our whip zone levels at 27.82. Why must we get over $28? Does anybody know? Why don't we just, when it goes to the upside, why don't we just get in? Right? We hear the bell, right? Why don't we just get in, my beauties? Look. Get in there. What are we waiting for? Hold number, get in there. We do not trade into hold numbers. Why? Why don't we trade into hold numbers? Does anybody know why? Psychological hold number, you got it. This is like a brick wall. Boom. Brick wall. Now, have you ever had this happen to you? You enter into a whole number, it goes right about there, and you're like, we broke the whole number, yeah! And then all of a sudden, you get one of these. Whoop. Ready? Oh, boy. Houston, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. That was a poke through. Folks, this is only a poke through. This ain't breaking duty, okay? And VIPers, you know what you need in order for it to count as a break of support or resistance. Under $27.59, you have room down to $27 here on SoFi. Above $28, you'll have room up to $28.60 and $29. Market. You got nice channels here, beautifuls, but you got to trade them correctly or you're going to lose inside those channels, all right? Let's go. And then back down you go. And then we start praying. How many of you go to church here? Put me in the chat. How many people go to church? All right. So when you go to church, does the Lord say to you, why are you always praying to me about your trading? Why don't you pray about somebody else in your family? Every time you come to me, it's because you're in a losing trade. What the hell is going on here? Yes, it is. Tesla, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside on Tesla. Right here at 446, we got a double deuce. All right, really a triple bottom here at 446, so be careful. At the open, when you hear that bell, are we shorting in right there out of position 2 in a narrow state? Remember, you can short out of position 2 in a narrow state. Are we going for the short? Are we going for the short there? Hello, Fontana Green. Good to see you. Paolo and John McGarvey say no. Oceanic says no. Hey, Oceanic, how are you? Built in Silence says no. Why not? Why not? Because we're not going to trade into a triple bottom. We do not short into support. We do not go long into resistance, my beauties. Okay? Let's get under this. Let's retest it. And let's have a nice ride down to 433.50. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. If you get over 451, you have room up to 454. But your golden goose here is 456. And then you'll have room up to 459. Let's go, Mr. Day. Make sure we're tapping over there, everybody. Let's go. Only on Christmas and Easter. Amazon. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Amazon. Amazon looks good. Amazon looks good. Alerts, alerts. We got another one. Amazon. Mark it down. When you hear that alert, you better look at it. Now, traders, when you hear the alert and then you hear the bell, you're not jumping into it. You need an event. You need to know your events or you're not going to know when to get in on it. All right. We got room up to 231. 231. Above 231 with a retest. We got room up to 235 here on the Amazoonies. Under 228.50, we got room down to 227 in Amazon. Let's go. Google, yes. Google. We are in a narrow state on Google, yes. Got to be careful here on Google, okay, everybody, today? Be careful on this. All right, we're going to pull these back here on Google. Google, we are in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone above 322.32. We have room up to 323. and 324 this morning here on Google. Back under 320.79. You got room down to 320 and 319 on Google. MSTR. Narrow position 2 on MSTR. The problem you got here is you got the granddaddy right there. Hold number 184 in your way here on MSTR. You also have the hourly 20 in your way at 184. You got a double whammer right here. You see it? We're going to mark it out again. Good thing we check higher time frames. A lot of you think you're going to the moon. You ain't going to no moon. You got room up to 184. 184, we got major supply area up here on MSTR. Back under the whip zone of 178.77, you got room down to 176 and 171 on MSTR. Aren't you glad we go over this every morning? Aren't you glad we go over? How many of you knew at 184 you had major resistance on MSTR? Put me in the chat if you knew you had major resistance. KO. Neutral state, we are in the whip zone here on KO. Let's go. Yesterday, we had a birthday party for my beautiful daughter, who turns this week 6 years old. Now, with that said, I was talking to some people at the party about trading. And I said the best way to sum this up about being what's the difference between a good trader and a bad trader? It's the same as driving a car. When you first get your license and drive, you're not a good driver. You don't have any experience on the road yet. The different nuances that you pick up. But as you get older and you've been driving for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years, you're a more experienced driver, right? And you're a lot better. It's the same thing with trading. The problem is, in the trading space, people think they're going to get their license by opening up a broker, and they're going to get rich. Well, what happens? They become more broke. Right now on KO, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone under $69.88. You got room down to $69. Above 70.26, your first stop is 70.50. And above 70.50 with a retest, you have room up to 71.55. On KO, yes, the VIP is open, traders. For now, the VIP is open. Get in there because it's almost time to close. We have a lot of people in there again. It's time to close up for a couple months, maybe. You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com. Yes, it is. That is where we're going to teach you how to trade. Tomorrow night, we have VIP live training by me at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You're not going to want to miss that training. The SPY. Yeah, a lot of people can't handle the truth, but I got to tell you it, folks, because unless you learn how to do this right, man, and you work hard and let us teach you, it's not going to end well. Not going to end well, guys. All right, we got a triple bottom down there at 679. All right, miss market again. Here we go. Narrow position 1. Miss market. Narrow position 1. 688 and 690. Okay? To the upside. Market down. Under 684.66. We got room down to 681 and 679. Who's ready to go get some more? Let's go. Who wants some corgis? Let me see some corgis. Go. I got allergies. I've been roaring lately. Apple. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Apple. All right, Apple, are we ready? We are Neutral. See that neutral state right there? Look at that thing. But if you zoom out too far on your charts and start screwing this up, your access points, it looks like we're narrow, doesn't it? How many of you mess that up every day? Look at that narrow state. And then when you lose, whoa, we're neutral. That's why you got room down to 276 first stop here on Apple. And then 274, 276, and then 274 here on Apple. Back over 279.33, you will have room up to 281. Schwab labeled you a PT trader. You got that cash account, LD, huh? You're afraid to go to that margin account. Nvidia. They got you. They got you, LD. We are in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone. Alert, alert, here on Nvidia. Back over 183. We got room up to 185 and 186. Under 181, you got room down to 180. 180 will be your first stop on Nvidia. And then 173. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. We got one. Yes. Oh, Wizard, are you here this morning, Wizard? Yes, yes, thank you, Wizard. I got somebody here, user 238989380, and wants to know, how do I make $50K in a day in dividends? Can you teach me? What can we tell him, Wizard? You have anything for him? Yes? What? Okay, thank you. I'll let them know. I'll let them know. This is what the Wizard says, user 238989357. Robinhood, the Wizard. We love our Wizard. All right, Robinhood, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on the hood of Robin. Let's see what we got. Oh, user is desperate for money. He don't know. Oh, user has no money to trade at all. Right now, we're in a narrow state. We are in position 2. All right, we got support here. 134, we got support, everybody. We got room up to 136 and 137 here on Robinhood. Under the whip zone of 131, we have room down to 130 and 129. $25K. Okay. Give it to me. Give me that 25K. Ochi girl, hello. IWM. Black 13, user. Black 13. IWM, narrow, position 2. You got room up to 253. 253. What's here? What's significant about 253? Anybody know on IWM? What is significant about 253, my beauties? Who knows this morning? If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are at 84,000 taps. It is time for a tap blitz over there on the Y2, okay? Let's go. Y2, YT, and TikTok. Tap us over 100. Go! We got the old double deuce right here. Double tap. Yes. Remember the last time we came up here? Woof. The second time. Woof. Here we go again. 253. Look out. You got to get over that 253. Get over that 253. Okay? Got to get over it. Under 250.60, we have room down to 248.50 and 248. Look at BTC. Look at BTC, everybody. We got to get in BTC. We're going to the moon. We are going to that moon, Voss. Get in that BTC. This is what Bitcoiners do. Look, like, whoop, whoop. We're hitting support now, Voss. My trend line says we're hitting support. PLTR. And then when it goes under it, they're like, but my trend line, Voss. My trend line, Voss. But my trend line was supposed to hold it, Voss. PLTR, we're in the neutral state. We're in the whip zone on PLTR to the moon. When this pulls back, they'll be crying again. All right, let's see what we got here. But Voss, they said PLTR was going to make me rich. All right, above 182, you got room up to 184.50 and 186 here on PLTR. Under 180.52, you got room back down to 178 and 175.50 here on PLTR. Boeing, let's go, let's go. But Voss, Voss, I learned how to code a new bot, man. It's going to be the next greatest thing in the world. 4 months later, I blew up another account, Boss. I blew up another account. All right, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 2. We got room up to 203. 203 and 206 here on Boeing. This morning, back under 201.60. You have room down to 201. 201 on Boeing. Oh, wait a minute. We got 2 more Corgis. What the hell? We got 30 seconds to get 2 more Corgis. Go. We're counting it down. We're almost at 100,000 taps, everybody. These lights in front of me are so bright. It is unbelievable how bright they are. It is remarkable. Zen Method is the title gifter. Who's going to help Zen? Let's go. Let's go. 15 seconds. 1 more Corgi. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, you guys came close. I had the off button. I had it. Striker! Marcus! Facial Blaster! Let's go! Let's go! You just made it by the skin of your teeth. I was already getting my breakfast ready. Oh, I got to stay hungry until after the open. The Qs, let's go. I mean, to after trading, after breakfast. Right now, we're in a narrow state on the Qs. We are in position 2. We have room up to 629. First stop. What's up, Lenny Lee? And then 634 here on the Qs. Back under 623.80. You have room down to 618 and 616. Let's go, Lenny Lee. Are we tapping, Lenny Lee? Are we tapping over there, Lenny Lee? Tesla. All right, we're in a narrow state on Tesla. We are down here. Are we ready? Whoa! It's bleeding out at the open when we hear the ding, ding, ding. Are we going to short this at the open, traders? Are we going to short it? No, James, they saved it. They were able to complete the goal. They were able to complete that goal. Zen Method, holy hell, thank you. We short in here? Enki says no. Why not? Why aren't we shorting it to 446? Well, first of all, look at the position you're in. That's problem number one. Problem number two is you're coming into the whole number, guys. You got to know this. Okay? This is your red candle to the downside. Market cycle is going to tell you we need a pullback. All right? Above 451, you got room up to 454. Back over 456, you got room up to 459 on Tesla. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate that, man. Life Wonders, good to see you. Zen Method, thank you so much, brother. Much love to you. Jessica, Pilach, Bill Boyle, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Striker, thank you. Netflix. All right, Netflix, I want you all to tell me what's going on, okay? This is where we're trading currently, right here. That's where we're currently trading. So when you look at this, what do you say to yourself? Put it in the chat. Give me some characteristics of what this stock is doing right now. Give me some characteristics. We are at 113,000. Let's go. Far away. That is not, no, we're not far away. No. Give me some characteristics. Bearish. You're in a bear. What do you mean by bearish, Jessica? Nick D with the $1.99. What do you mean bearish? Thank you, Nick. Bearish state, bullish position. Very good, Todd. Yep. What other characteristics do we know about this? What else? That's the 200 over the 20. Yep, you're banging and clanging. What else do we know? Lackey says get ready to launch to the upside. He's going to lose big. What else do we know? What else do we know about Netflix? Well, we got major resistance right above us at 102, right? So wouldn't it be safe to say that let's get over 102 to the upside? We don't want to trade into that resistance. We're not going to go anywhere. Okay? To the downside, under 99.48, we got room down to $98. You got some nice little short there if you get an event. Okay? So you got to know where you are in the playing field here, folks. You got to know where the hell what's going on here. We don't just randomly get into something. QCOM. Let's do QCOM now. What do we know about QCOM? You pull this up this morning and you say what about QCOM? What do we know about it? Come on, what do we know? You guys have been here long enough. What do we know about QCOM? A lot of people don't know the characteristics of their stock. And that's why you're not doing so well. Position 2, wrong. What else do we know about QCOM? It's not in position 2, that's for sure. Soki, yes, narrow state. We're in the whip zone. What else do we know about QCOM? All right, so we're in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone. I will mark that out for you. What else do we know about QCOM? Bullish? No, not bullish. We don't know what we are in a narrow state. We don't know if we're bullish or bearish yet. Miss Market's the only one who knows that, but that bell hasn't gone off yet. We know we got room down on 170, right? We know under the whip zone, we got room down on 170. Okay? That's what else do we know here about QCOM? Uh-oh, higher time frame. This sucker sneaked up, that 1 hour 200. So now we don't have room down to 169 anymore. Remember? Whoop, not anymore. You got room down to 173 now. Right? We got room down to 173 now because we got to check our higher time frames. We got a pivot right here, and we got another one right there. What about our daily? Our daily looks okay. So as we pull this back Under the whip zone of 174.50, you got room down to 173, and then 170 to the downside. Back over 177.25. You got to get over that whole number. You have room up to 179. And that, my friends, is how you read and know the characteristics of a chart before the opening bell. That's it. This ain't going to get you there. Well, there's my trend line. If we look, ready? We got to do this. How many of you have done this? When we get to this point over here, we're going to go to the moon. Oh, we're going to bleed out. Well, you're not going to bleed out anywhere because right here, my friend, you have support. You ain't going nowhere above here. You have major resistance. How many of you have drawn these scams trend lines and it still didn't work? Oh, you silly gooses. I drew my trend line, Voss. I drew my trend line. Voss, I drew my trend line, man. It still didn't go. GLD, we are in an arrow state. We are in the whip zone above 388. We got room up to 390 and 392. Under 385.86, we have room down to 383. So I had a VIP here last week. They tried to short into the 15-minute 200. But I thought I had room, Voss. And then they went on this huge story after the fact. And what? What? I had a bologna sandwich. And then after my bologna sandwich, I had another bologna sandwich, and I put some mustard on it. And I thought it was going to break through that 15-minute 200 because I had a bologna sandwich. All right, MU, are we ready? MU, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 here on MU. We got room up to 244. 244, first stop here. Above 244 with a retest, you have room up to 250. All right, 250. But now when we have distance here, when we have this distance, what do we do, everybody? When we have that distance, what do we do with that gap up? Thunderstruck. Ready? Woo. 240. What's significant about 240? What is significant about 240? Anybody know? Put it in the chat. It's the 50%. Candy with the capture the vocals. Thank you, Candy. We got to stay above 240 for some longs. Under 239, we got room back down on MU. Good job, everybody. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. What's up, Faith? How are you? HH. I don't know what that is. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. AVGO. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hold on. All right. Learning time. Ready? Our move to the upside. What are we doing? That's our move. Are we going to the moon? What are we doing, Sarah? We are looking for resistance. All right, so let's see what we got here. Nothing. 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 Are we at all time? Are we at all time? Well, we got resistance. All right. Boom, 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 boom. It's all right. I'm going to mark these out for you. Everybody, we're going to chase this to the upside now. We're all going to chase this to the upside. Well, you got a problem here. We got a problem on the daily. Do we see it? 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Houston, we got a problem on AVGO. How many of you were going to chase this morning? How many of you? How many of you were going to chase this to the upside this morning? All right, 70% of all new highs fail. So this is what we got. 398 is the golden goose. 398, you got a lot of room to fall. You got a lot of room. You need to stay above 398 and look for A-plus setups with an event in the correct position and state for some longs. To the downside, under 398, and you're coming back to 392. Be careful. Be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you about AVGO. Do not say I didn't warn you. Okay? The Qs. But Voss, I'm getting rich. I already booked my Disney trip. I put it all on the credit card because AVGO is going to the moon. All right. The Qs, narrow stay, position 2, 629. 629 is your first stop. All right. Back under 623.80, you got room down to 618 and 616. Don't book that trip yet. All right. Don't book that trip yet. Tesla. All right, you pull up Tesla this morning, and what do you say to yourself when you see that move to the downside? That's our move to the downside. So what are you thinking? What are you thinking to yourself? The old you would say what? We're bleeding out. We're bleeding out. But the new you now says what? Find support. Very good, David. Very good, David. And we got some support right here at 446. 446. Now, we're narrow, so you can go lower, all right? But you need an event to go lower. Let this pull back and wait for your event, and then you can look for your shorts. Remember, this is your move to the downside. Got it? Okay, that's your, let me do it this way to be easier for you. That is our move to the downside. 449 will be right around our 25% level. If you get a setup around 449 for a short, this move to the downside may be just as big as this move. Okay? If you come back to the 50% mark, let me back this up. Your 50% mark is right here at 451, right where the pivot is. You are looking for your short back down to 446 because now you will have created a double bottom down here, and we don't want to hold on for dear life and see if we're going to break through that. You're going to get out with your $4 per share move. Got it? But if we break above 451, what are we going to do? If we break above 451, we're coming back the other way. Those are your three options. What are you going to do? Fan ZOMZ, link is in the bio, my brother. The VIP is open, my beauties. Get in there and start learning how to trade, all right? When I say you don't know what you're doing, I'm not being mean. It's just you don't know what you're doing, and you know you don't know what you're doing. The VossTrading.com, that's where you're going to go. Let's get you right. Let's get you at least some education on the market. Just a little tad at least. Not touching Tesla. Striker, you got a lot of support. You got a lot of support there. Hello, Whisper Elaine. This is for you, Whisper Elaine. Whisper. I got right here, okay? This is just between us, Whisper. We're going to do a CMG now. Whisper. Shh. All right, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside for Whisper Elaine. She must be in shock coming on here because we don't whisper here. We don't know what the whisper means. No. All right, CMG, we got room up to $34.55, my whisper, and then $35 here on CMG. Whisper Elaine, this is what you got. 50% whisper is going to be right around here. $34. $34 area, $34.12. Stay above this 50%. You can look for longs to the upside. Under it, you're going to come back for shorts. Hello, Lek Fenry. We don't use indicators, Ayusha Garwal. We don't use indicators, my friend. AJ with the follow. Rango Marquez. AMD's on, was this on watch this morning? Yep. Position 1, narrow state. Alert on AMD. We got room up to 223.50 and then 226. Back under 216.98, you got room down to 215 first stop and then 212 on AMD. I'm watching AMD closely at the open. I am going to have my eyes plucked on AMD. Keith Hefner. What's up, Keith Hefner? How's Hugh? Let's do it. Uber. We're in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone on Uber. Uber above $92. You have room up to $93 here on Uber. You will have room up into this supply zone, okay? Under the whip zone of $91, you will have room down to $89.50, and that is your demand area. Hello, Elio. Yes. Cons, hello. NQ. All right, NQ, very simple. Above 25,759, we got to get over the whole number. You have room up to 25,868. Mark that down. Under 25,662, you got room down to 25,465. Let's go. You're welcome. Let's do a quick roll call here. Elio, Candy, Zen, Anya, Mighty just became a super fan. Thank you, Mighty. Adorable Dad, Life Wonders. Appreciate you. Powder, Bill Boyle, User, Paulo, Zen, the Facial Blaster is back. Marcus, Shelly Stringer. We love our Shelly Stringer. Andrew the Believer, Only Dan, Official KK, Daniela, K. Braden, Jules, Stryker, Mr. Dave, Jay Gibson, Adorable Dad, Midwest, thank you so much. Mitchell, Life Wonders, thank you. Pop is in the house. Thank you, everyone, for the donations this morning. I appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Clint Finley. Hello, Clint. Google. All right, Google, we're in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone. Above 322.32, we have room up to 323 and 324 this morning on Google. Back under 320.79, you have room down to 320. That's your first set of resistance at that whole number. And then 319 and 318. Market. Let's go. Baba. Okay. The Baba Rooney. Let's take a look at Baba. We are at 148,000 cheers. 148,000. Let's go. We got to get more than that. Above 159. Oh, wait a minute. This is old. Hold on. Baba. Forgot we didn't do this yet. Whoops. All right. We are in the narrow state on Baba. Yes. Oh, boy. There's that 5 minute. All right. Hold on. Let's mark them. Let me get these all for you. Whoop, whoop. All right, Baba. Narrow state, position 2. We got to get under 157.90, and you have room down to 156.50 is. Back over 159 here on Baba, and you got room up to 163. Mark that level down. Remember, this is not investment, tax, or trading advice. This is for trading education purposes only. Whisper Lane with the live. Thank you, Whisper. Yes, it is. Thank you, everyone, for all the donations. We put in all the levels for you this morning. The VIP is open. Get in there. Get in there. Don't wait until you lose today and then say, okay, I need help. Don't say to yourself, I'm going to give it one more day. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm going to give it 2 more days. Let me see if I can figure this out. You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com. Link is in my TikTok and YT bio. Get in there. Start learning. Every day, time is running out. So start learning how to trade properly. You won't regret it. That I will guarantee you. VIPers, we'll see you in the VIP chat here in 2 minutes. Have a great day, everyone. Remember, trading is risky. Be nice to someone today. Give somebody a hug and make the world a better place. I love you all. Thank you.